Today on Tauros All Access, an interview with Assistant Coach Tyler Ebner and a deep dive into the Tauros power play. Tauros All Access with Lauren Hill and Evan Epstein starts now. Hello and welcome back to Tauros All Access. I'm Evan Epstein alongside Lauren Hill, and we've got a great episode of All Access for you today. Got an interview with Assistant Coach Tyler Ebner coming up, as well as a deep dive into the Tauros power play.
Yeah, we have a lovely new segment called, is it Tauros Time?
Tauros Time.
That you've named it.
Got to give credit to Kobe Brault there.
All right, thank you, Kobe, for the name choice there. But before we get into that series, Evan, you actually got a chance to sit down with Assistant Coach Tyler Ebner for an interview, so we're going to throw it into that. Recording.
I'm here with Assistant Coach Tyler Ebner. Coach, the Tauros are on a 9-game winning streak. What has the team done this month that's given them a lot of success?
Well, I think offensively we've executed at a high level. This weekend we have eight goals total. So I think offensively we're putting the puck in the net, and then defensively we're doing a really good job of limiting other teams' chances. And obviously you can't eliminate all chances for the other team, but we're trying to keep those grade A scoring chances to a minimum. And I think we've done a really good job so far this past month with that, and with Swedes and our defensemen closing and taking time and space away.
6 of those 9 wins have come on the road. How do you think this team has been able to handle some tough atmospheres like Watertown and Aberdeen?
Yeah, I think the guys have done a pretty good job. I mean, it helps playing in a barn that gets 2,000 plus fans every night. So going to an away crowd that has usually less fans, we're set to play on the road. I think one of the other things that we've talked about before in terms of playing on the road that our guys have done a really good job with is because they're on the same schedule, everyone's doing the same thing, when we travel. And I think it's really helped, bring our guys closer together.
And you mentioned being on the same schedule. North Iowa is a long road trip. What does the team need to do to stay fresh for the weekend?
Well, I think one of the things that we do a really good job and we're able to do that I think some other teams may not be able to do is, we leave at 5 in the morning. So guys are able to just hop on the bus. Yes, it's early, but they hop on the bus and they sleep for a few hours. Then we practice in Fergus Falls, and then we continue our road trip. So we kind of break that road trip up a little bit in terms of our travel day, so that you're not spending 12 plus hours on a bus straight, right? So I think that helps with keeping those guys in a position where you're not building a bunch of lactic acid and things like that for the recovery piece of traveling like that. As I think we do a pretty good job.
Yeah, no doubt. And going back to this past weekend in Watertown, while the Tauros picked up the sweep, they were just 1 for 12 on the power play. Is there anything you think the team needs to do differently on the man advantage?
Well, I think one of the things is that we have to do is hit the net. You can't score if you don't hit the net. I thought Mahler's unit were executing, but we weren't hitting the net. With the other unit, I think one of the things we talked about yesterday with them was, we are getting good looks, and you're getting to those areas where you can score goals. Now we just need to get 1 or 2 to fall in for us and to build that confidence for those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you expect to see from the North Iowa Bulls this weekend?
Yeah, I think it'll be a physical atmosphere down there. I think the last time we played them here, we split the weekend. I know our guys weren't too happy with the effort that was had on, Saturday night at home. So I hope, right, our guys have started to learn the lesson that you have to start on time. And again, I think that's something this past weekend we didn't do a very good job at. And I know we've talked about it for a few weeks now. Hopefully one of these weekends it actually clicks with our guys.
And you mentioned dropping 1 to the North Iowa Bulls early in January. Other than starting early, is there anything you think the team needs to do differently this series?
I don't think so. I think we have to execute within our structure and play to our standard. I don't think really thus far this year, even though, like you said, yeah, we've won 8 or 9 games in a row now, whatever it is, I don't know if we've played a full 60 minutes. I mean, I think we'd love as a team to say, hey, one of these nights we played a full 60.
And it's interesting saying that with the Tauros sitting in second place at a strong record, but is that the mentality of the team that, even though you've won 9 in a row, there's always room for improvement?
For sure. I mean, I think you might end up after a period winning or be up on a team, but if we're not playing to the capability that we know our guys are able to play with, we're going to let them know. We did it on, Friday after the first period. In between periods, Cody went in and let them know, hey, I don't remember exactly what the score was, but we're not playing to our standard. And that's first and foremost what we as a staff are going to coach to. And the players understand that. And, hopefully it doesn't take a kick in the butt from us to get them going. But it seemed that that's what it's had to take for the past couple weeks. And again, hopefully that lesson will sink in here.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Got some great insight there on the upcoming series against the North Iowa Bulls from Assistant Coach Tyler Ebner. Always a pleasure to sit down with Coach Ebner for an interview. But with that, we're going to send you into Tauros Time, taking a deep dive on the Tauros power play, which currently sits at second in the league. The Tauros power play is second best in the league at 23.75%, and it's been a huge part of the Tauros' success this season.
And back to Yahala, goal line, shot, it's in! Billy Batten with the power play goal.
I think what goes into having a successful power play, I think, from a coaching standpoint, making sure that, we do our pre-scout and know what the team that we're playing on the weekend is doing, whether it's an aggressive kill or a passive kill. I think from that standpoint, making sure that the guys know what they're doing and making sure all 5 guys are on the same page with whatever it is, coaches can draw up whatever the play or whatever you're looking to accomplish. But the 5 guys that are on the ice obviously have to go out and execute. So they have to be on the same page prior to even stepping on the ice.
Let's take a look at this Jesse Yahala power play goal against the Norsemen. Yahala in the left circle gets his defender to overcommit. Billy Batten screens out the defender in front of the net. The 2 defensemen in the middle stay put, which gives Yahala the shooting lane. Had they cut off the shot, Yahala would have passed it backdoor, and the Tauros still would have had a prime opportunity. Ebner talked about chemistry and cohesion on the power play, and you see it here. Billy Batten gets the puck down on the goal line. Batten already knows Jack Ohanneson is crashing on the back door. Batten manages to squeeze the puck between the defenseman at the bottom of the screen and the goaltender, and then Ohanneson does the rest.
I think we move the puck really well, and we are always working on it. So we talk about it a lot, find new systems against each team, and it's been really helping us.
I think we got a lot of guys contributing. We reload pucks well. We got guys that just make simple, effective, hard plays, and I think, we're just able to put the puck in the net.
The Tauros have scored 38 power play goals this season, the most in the Central Division, and the power play will surely be a big factor down the stretch.
Thank you so much for that Tauros Time little segment there. That will be a new thing, hopefully every week, that y'all can tune into to learn a little bit more about just like the background of our Minotauros and all of that. But moving on, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Like we've said multiple times, our next game here in Mesa Arena is on Valentine's Day. If you can see our lovely Jack Ohanneson with the graphic there. But we do have a Tauros Valentine's Day Dash auction, which will be available until February 11th with lots of fun things included.
Each bag will have a minimum value of $150. It's going to have merchandise in that bag. It'll be made clear online what size each bag will have. There are 12 bags that are up on the auction, and 3 of them are going to have a grand prize. Now, that could be just some sort of signed merchandise from your Minotauros. So that's a 25% chance of getting a grand prize. Pretty good shot there. Make sure to go check out the auction and try and win a bag.
It's very exciting. With that, I do want to show, because I've talked about this before previously, but I couldn't show you yet, but now we can talk about it. Some of that merchandise that may be included in your Valentine's bag may include this lovely pink sweatshirt that has Minotauros hockey on it on a little candy heart, and the back is my favorite part. We have all these lovely hockey sayings with candy hearts, and the hoodie's pink, so like, why wouldn't you want it? And then this is available in only adult sizes, so sorry for that. But we also have a t-shirt that is available, Saving Heart since 2011, with a little tank that is so adorable. And this is available in youth sizing as well as adult sizing. So these will be available online, as well as the fact that if you buy a Valentine's bag, this may be or may not be in there. Hint, hint. So other than that, that'll do it for today's episode of Tauros All Access. Please scan this lovely QR code over here. It'll bring you to our link tree, which will bring you to our website, which will bring you to literally anything you will need Minotauros related. That merchandise will be on the website eventually. If you cannot buy it in Arena, you can buy it online, as well as other things. The Dash auction is also in that QR code. Tickets to our Valentine's Day game, if you have no other plans, please spend it with us. We would love to see you in those pink hoodies in Mesa Arena with your cowbells. But other than that, that'll do it for today's Tauros All Access, and we will see you tomorrow.